This video is about security in Express.js application. So how to implement security? First method using helmet.js. We have covered in our earlier videos, and now we will discuss rate limiting. How to implement rate limit in our application to prevent brute force attacks by limiting the number of requests from a single IP. Okay, so using rate limiting, it prevents brute force attacks or prevents excessive requests by limiting the number of requests a user can make within a certain period. Okay, so it disallows the user to make excessive requests. How? By limiting the number of requests a user can make within a certain period. So it prevents the user to limit the number of requests within a certain period. So brute force attack is a method used by attackers to try all the possible combinations of password in order to get an unauthorized access. And it is one of the simplest and most common attack method, but can be very time consuming depending on the complexity of password. So if password is complex, the attacker might need some time to break the security. So complexity of password is suggested. We should implement a strong passwords. Okay, so now let's jump to the code. We will see how rate limiting works. Now we will implement rate limiting. So first step will be, what we need to do? We need to install the required packages. One of the package we need to install is Express Rate Limited. How we install? npm I Express Rate Limit. This is the package we need to install. Let's go to terminal and install this. Okay, so the next step is we need to import the required modules. Import required modules. So what are the required modules? First one is Express. Okay. Okay, and another one is Express Rate Limit, which we have just installed. Express Rate Limit, or we can say rate limit only. Here we will write Express Rate Limit. Okay, so now what we need to do? We need to create an Express application. So as we can see, this Express Rate Limit package is successfully installed. Okay, so now we need to create an Express application using const app is equals to Express. Okay, so now what we need to do? We need to create a rate limit middleware. Create a rate limit middleware. Okay, so how we create it? So this is the syntax for it. Const equals to rate limit. Okay, so first parameter will be window ms. So if we want it for 1 minute, so let's say 30 seconds, 0.5 60 to 1000. So it will be, this timing will be 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So what is this? This is the time window for rate limiting. Time window for rate limiting. Okay. So the next parameter will be max. This is the number of requests. Let's say number of requests will be 4. Okay. So what it is? It allows only 4 requests. What is the? It allows up to 4 requests. Okay. Per IP within the time window. Time window. Okay. And next parameter will be message. Okay. Message will be too many requests. If a user has covered 4 requests, so if he is going to make a 5th request, then message will be shown too many requests, please try again later. Try again later. Okay. So this message is sent when rate limit is exceeded. Message is sent when rate limit is exceeded. Okay. So now what we need to do? We need to apply the rate limiter to all the requests. Apply rate limiter to all the requests. How we apply? App.use simply limiter. Okay. This variable. Okay. So now what we need to do? We need to create a simple route. Let's copy it from helmet.js. Create a simple route. We can change the message. Rate limiting is enabled. Okay. Now what we need to do? We need to start the server. Okay. So now let's run the code. Node.js. So what we have done in this code, we have installed the required dependencies. One is Express and another one is Express rate limited. Okay. So why we have imported this? Because to implement rate limiting functionality. Okay. So we have imported the Express and Express rate limit. Okay. So now this is the rate limiting configuration. Okay. This is a rate limiter configuration. Rate limiter configuration. So what it contains? It contains window ms. Okay. Ms means milliseconds. Okay. So it defines the time window for rate limiting in the milliseconds. So currently in this case it is 30 seconds. We can make it to 15 seconds also. We can write 0.25 15 seconds. Okay. And max 4. We have set the max to 4. It is the maximum number of allowed requests per IP in the specific time window. So it is 4 in this case. Okay. And message, it is sent when rate limit is exceeded. So message will be too many requests, please try again later. And this is how we applied rate limiter to all the requests. Okay. And this is how we define the routes. Okay. And then we have started the server. So let's go to the URL. So we can see rate limit is enabled. This is the second request. Now I'm clicking it again. This is the third request. Clicking it again. This is the fourth request. Okay. On fifth request, I am getting messages. Too many requests. Please try again later. Okay. Okay. So this is how we have implemented the rate limiter. So when it get enabled, let's see. After 15 seconds, it will get enabled. Okay. So now rate limiting is enabled. So again, if we see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So too many requests. Please try again later, because it has exceeded the number of requests. So number of requests allowed is 4 requests per IP within the time window. And if we see after 15 seconds, the rate limiting will be enabled. Okay. So now after 15 seconds, rate limiting is enabled. So we have given the time window for rate limiting. It is 15 seconds. And in 15 seconds, maximum up to 4 requests per IP within the time window. Okay. So this is the concept of rate limiting. And guys, you can find the complete code for this tutorial on my GitHub account that I am sharing the link in the description. So you can feel free to explore or contribute.